Arlington Reads is in its 5th year of celebrating the joys of reading. This program is for everyone, and in this next segment, Arlington Update takes a closer look at the program.
Hi, I'm Michelle Rice, and today we're here to talk about Arlington Reads 2007, and I'm joined by Andy Davis with the Arlington Public Library System, and Tommy Wingfield with UTA Library, and Lori Bruns with AISD. So welcome, ladies. Tell me a little bit about the history of Arlington Reads.
Okay. We started as a One Book, One Arlington program 4.5 years ago, and we brought John Graves to Arlington. And then from that, UT Arlington joined up with us, and it became Arlington Reads because we expanded it to more than one book. And so, and then the third year, AISD joined us.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about this year's book selections and how they were chosen and what the theme behind that is.
Okay. And The Kite Runner is written by Khaled Hosseini, who's from Afghanistan. And it's not autobiographical, but the main character's family lives in Afghanistan, and then just as it's being invaded by the Russians, they moved to the United States, and then as an adult he comes back to Afghanistan. But it's more a story of friendship and his relationship with his father, and it's really good.
Okay. Now there are a lot of exciting events that are happening along with Arlington Reads. It's not just picking up the book and reading it, but there's a lot of things that are going to go on with the same theme behind it. So tell me a little bit about your schedule of events and what's happening.
Okay. Our kickoff is called Get to Know Afghanistan, and at that event we'll have a UT Arlington professor named Douglas Clark who will talk about Afghanistan, and so will Suzanne Fisher-Staples and Hamed Madani, who teaches at Tarrant County College, and they'll have just open discussions about Afghanistan. And at the same time we'll have sort of a culture fair also at the library, and we'll have a henna artist who will demonstrate on people who are interested, and we'll have food and clothing displayed and a Quran and just general information about Afghanistan so people can get a better idea.
Okay.
And
get creative at your library.
Okay. Well, also for the kickoff, Suzanne Fisher-Staples, who is the author of Under the Persimmon Tree, will be there, and she'll have a writer's workshop for people who are interested in that. And as a part of Arlington Reads, we're having an essay contest, so if you're interested in participating in that, you can go visit with Suzanne Fisher-Staples and she can tell you how to do that.
Well, tell me a little bit about the author that's coming to visit, because that's pretty exciting when you actually get the author of a book that you're reading come in to visit. What are some of the activities, and are people actually going to kind of get to speak with her and have some dialogue, or is this just a kind of a presentation that she's giving?
She will, at the discussion in the morning, she'll make a presentation and people can ask questions, and then after that there'll be a writer's workshop which will be a limited number of participants, and she'll work directly with those people. So.
And she is going to be coming to, I understand, a couple high schools in Arlington too.
Yes, we're very excited about that. Ms. Fisher will be visiting at Martin High School and at Arlington High School. She'll be speaking with journalism students, literary club students, and social studies students. So we're very interested in the writing process as she'll present it and how she does it, and her experiences as a journalist in the Middle East are of great interest to us.
Okay. What should people do if they're interested in the essay contest, and what do they get if they win?
It's for high school students and adults, and the prizes, we have first, second, and third place prizes, and they're all savings bonds. And if you're interested in participating, you can go to the library's website. You can download the guidelines, and they're due March 23rd.
You guys must be extremely excited about partnering together, because this is a great opportunity for the city, the college, and the school district to come together and be able to pool resources and share. And tell me a little bit about that and how that came about.
Well, that really started with Arlington Public. They kicked the ball off when they did the first Arlington Reads, well, the One Book. And people on our staff at the library at UT Arlington were interested. So slowly, this has built up over time. But every year it gets a little bit stronger, and we try to bring enough programming to it to make the crowds grow.
For example, UT Arlington's bringing Benazir Bhutto to campus, so we got to include that in our scheduled events.
The Arlington Public Library website will have all the events, and it will have a link to UT Arlington if you want to know more about the One Book program.
Okay. We have a kite festival as well.
There are actually 2 kite fests. The Parks Department is having a kite festival on March 17th from 10 to 5 at LZ Odom. And then the library is having a kite fest on March 31st from 4 to 6 p.m. at River Legacy Park. So we hope that people will come out both days and fly kites, and it should be a lot of fun.
Okay. And movie night.
Movie night will be at the Southeast Branch Library, and they'll have a movie about Afghanistan related to the project. So, and it's for teens and adults.
Okay. Where can people pick up the books?
They can pick it up at any public library location in Arlington, and also at the UT Arlington bookstore, and I believe ASD has copies in their library.
In our campus libraries, and available as well at Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
I just want to mention the other sponsors. Reading and Radio Resource is a group that reads books for the learning disadvantaged, and anybody who needs a textbook read can contact that organization. They have read the books for Arlington Reads, so they're available if you need them. Texas Humanities gave us a grant, gave Arlington Public a grant. Star Telegram helps us publicize this. We just wanted to mention those. And if someone wanted to know more about the One Book program, there's a website at UT Arlington. Go to uta.edu/onebook, and you'll find study questions, maps of Afghanistan, and more material there.
Well, ladies, this sounds like a very interesting topic, and some really good books that you guys chose, as well as some really exciting events that are coming up and speakers. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope that everyone will get on the website and find the information and participate in Arlington Reads.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Arlington Update will take a short break, and when we return, we'll tell you how preparedness can help safeguard life and property during an emergency. Later in our show, we'll visit the One Start Development Center, where working with the city on development projects has never been easier. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
You may be eligible for a federal income tax credit. Every year, taxpayers with middle and low incomes miss out on thousands of dollars of credit that could put money back in their pockets. The Earned Income Tax Credit, EITC, is a refundable federal income tax credit for working individuals and families. EITC is available to working taxpayers who have a qualifying child and earn less than $38,348. Working taxpayers ages 25 to 64 who earn less than $14,120 and do not have a qualifying child are also eligible for the EITC. Other rules apply. Don't miss out on this important savings.